Hey, good evening, everyone. I am Nadia Jones, and this is the 90-Day Vision Transformation Challenge. It's a little late, but I'm still pushing through, and I'm going to make this video. I want to talk about when you finally make the decision to change. You notice how once you make that decision, everything that was dormant in your life, or not really an issue, all of a sudden becomes an issue. All of a sudden, things start to pop off in your life that have never popped off before. And you're like, what in the world is going on? What's going on in my life? And all you've done was make a decision to better yourself. That one little thing made everything else in your life pop off. Before you made that decision, you were comfortable with, living mediocre and living below your potential. You were comfortable with that. All of your friends, all of your family, your job, your boss, everybody was comfortable with you living below poverty lines, right? Poverty lines that you created for yourself. When I say poverty lines, I'm talking about the standards that you set for yourself. I'm talking about the standards that you allow others, people around you, to set for you. And I'm calling those poverty lines for a reason, and you'll see. But you allowed yourself to live and be under poverty lines, and everyone around you was happy and content with you being that way. But the moment you said you're tired of living below poverty lines and you want more for yourself, you want better for yourself, the moment that you lived $1 past poverty lines, your friends, let's take your friends, let's take your social, everybody, your boss, your job, everybody around you. The moment you made that decision to be better, what did they do? They cut all their funds from you. They cut their funds from you. They stopped giving you time. They stopped being there for you when you needed them. And they stopped calling you. They stopped hitting you up to do this, to do that. And all of a sudden, you find yourself isolated. And it's like, whoa. I need these people. I thought these people were down for me. And the truth is, they were down for you when you lived below poverty lines. But now that you done stepped outside of poverty lines, now that you're pushing yourself to be better, now that you're pushing yourself to live up to be who God created you to be, you're far above poverty lines. And they don't like that. But listen, you've always been that way. You've always been above poverty lines, but you allowed them to draw lines in your life. You allow people around you to keep you at a certain level, and you kept yourself at a certain level. But you're done with that now. So now they've cut their funds, they've cut their conversations, always short with you. They're not inviting you to do things. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that, because they're still trying to live below poverty lines, and you're no longer doing that. So you don't need to be out there hanging with them anyway. I know it hurts, and I know that this is a time of isolation, and isolation doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good, but you know what? It's best for you. This is your curing time. When you're being isolated, you're being cured. You're being baked in the oven. Your ingredients are being cooked, because once you come out that oven, you're gonna be a whole feast once you come out that oven. Okay? But not only do your friends and your family and things start popping off in your life, issues, things that never were a problem before are all of a sudden a problem. Issues that had never seen the light of day are all of a sudden illuminated, and you got to deal with this, you got to deal with that, all from one decision to step outside the poverty lines, all from one decision to be a better person, to be who God created you to be. All that stuff popped off. You want to know why it popped off? Because the devil has lost his grips on your soul. His grip on your soul, the devil has lost it. While you were in sin, while you were, living below your potential, while you were content with having the bare minimum and doing the bare minimum in your life, and while you were content with seeking gratification and just pleasures all the time versus delaying that gratification and holding out and pushing for something bigger and better than that temporary pleasure, the devil was happy with you, just like all of your friends, right? He wasn't sending any obstacles your way. He wasn't trying to make life more difficult for you. He was trying to make life more comfortable for you so that you would stay in that sin and never, ever have a desire to leave. So he made sure of that. If you wanted to hang out, hey, call up Nadia. She wants to go out. It's time for a girls' night out. Or call up John. He wants to go out. It's time for a guys' night out. He had your posse on speed dial. They were always there when you needed them. But the moment you switched up on them, and you didn't switch up, it's not a switch up on them, you switched up on yourself. Basically, you turned the light switch on in your brain. You woke up, you saw the room, you seen that it was a mess, and you started cleaning up. You made a decision to be better. They see the dirt in their rooms, but they want to keep it dirty. They don't want to be better. They're content with that. The devil didn't want you to clean up your room. He wanted you to be content in that mess. But you're not. And you won't stay that way. So now, since you weren't comfortable enough in that sin to stay in it, you best believe that he is going to come with every bit of ammunition that he has to throw at you to make you so uncomfortable trying to be a better person, trying to walk in your purpose. He's going to make you so uncomfortable that you give up and run back to him, run back to the comfort of his kingdom, because his kingdom in this world, you will be loved if you're of the kingdom that he's in. This world will love you. You have everything that you need, everything that you want. But the minute you step outside of that, now you got attacks coming. You got people going after your character. You got people going out of their way to make your life miserable. And it sounds so terrible. And honestly, it is a terrible situation to be in. But it's only terrible if you continue to think like this world. But once you start renewing your mind in the Word of God, once you really start waking up to who God is, you start waking up to who you are. You find God and you find yourself. You start realizing that the attacks of the enemy that he's throwing your way, you start realizing, man, especially when they ramp up and they get heavy and they get hot, they're hot on your trail. You start realizing, like, wow, somebody is really afraid of me. He is really afraid of me because I'm really about to break some ground. I'm really about to change not only my life, but the lives of many others. You're about to embark on a journey that is not just gonna wake you up to who God created you to be, but you're going to wake others up. You're going to help wake others up to who God created them to be. And he does not want you to do that. And he will do everything in his power to keep that from happening. So, like I said, once you start renewing your mind, once you start realizing the power that you have within you, the power of God, you'll start knowing how to fend off those attacks. The Bible will teach you everything that you need to know, and you'll know it. Because what's on the inside of you, it will be revealed. And you'll know how to fight in the spirit and not worry about fighting in the flesh. This flesh is not for us to fight in. We fight in the spirit. Okay? But just know that if the attacks and if the chaos in your life has increased, just keep pushing. Keep pushing and keep grinding past all of that. And just know, this is what you need to know, that he's mad and he's afraid of who you are. He knows who you are. He doesn't want you to know who you are. Okay? So, I hope that this video motivated you to keep going and not to focus on the chaos that's popping off in your life right now. All you need to do is focus on the solution. And the solution is you finding your purpose, is you walking out in your purpose. And once you find that solution, once you start walking out in your purpose, you will realize that the real solution is you. You are the solution to your own problems. You really are. You got the Spirit of God on the inside of you, and you are the solution to your own problems. But you won't know that until you start walking out in your purpose. And you'll see that your purpose is the solution to all the chaos going on around you in your life. And that is all you need to focus on. And you don't need to let and allow anything get in the way. I don't care how bad things get. I don't care how much the attacks from the enemy ramp up. I don't care how chaotic your life feels and seems and is. If things are all of a sudden trying to eat up your time, things that never ever affected your time before, if they're if they begin eating up your time now, here's what you can do. Don't beat yourself up for missing that time that you set aside to work on your goal. Don't beat yourself up for that. Just make the decision in your heart and in your mind and say, whenever the opportunity presents itself in your day, which the opportunity always comes back up. It really does. Whenever the opportunity presents itself again, you're going to take it and you're going to use that time and work on your goal. You're gonna work on your goal. You're not gonna let the day go by without you doing what you set out to do. Just be aware that when that opportunity does come up, you're gonna have you're gonna have the choice to do A or B. Here's the thing. A should be your A should be you taking that time to work on your goal, but that's not what you're going to see as option A. What you're going to see as option A is the moment to relax, because you've had a tough day. So many things have gone wrong, or so many things got in the way, ate your time up. They're making you miss your time that you had set aside to work on your goal. And that option A, at the end of the day, or whenever the opportunity presents itself, you're going to have the opportunity. You're going to be able to either relax, and that is going to be your first thought. That is going to be what you really want to do. Just relax, pull out your phone, scroll on social media. That's option A. But option B, this is why you really have to constantly be in tune with yourself and be thinking about when you start pursuing your purpose. Like, think about all the opportunities that you can have in a day to use that to work on your purpose, to work on your goals, right? So the more you think about your purpose, the more, when you do have those moments, the option A and the option B, option A is either to relax, you'll choose option B. You'll be on your toes, and you'll be thinking, you're like, instead of relaxing, this is the perfect opportunity to work on my goal like I planned on doing a few hours ago, but I was not able to. That right there, you start choosing option B more and more, then option B will no longer be option B. Option B will become option A. And whenever you do have that opportunity to either relax, now we do need to relax, we do need to chill and restore ourselves, get rest, but not when we don't need to do that when we keep letting the enemy steal our time to work on what we need to work on. And we need to make option B option A and choose to work on our goal. Relaxing, that can happen when we go to sleep. And we don't have to always be grinding hard and doing all of this, but for the time being, for the moment, when you first start this thing, yes, keep pursuing it. You got to do this, y'all. I'm sorry about the lighting, it's getting dark. But make that time. Don't let the enemy steal from you any more time. But keep going, y'all. Don't stop. Don't let the devil keep taking these moments from you. Don't let him keep eating up your time. The reason why I'm doing this video so late today is because a lot of my time got ate up today. I didn't get the chance to work on what I needed to work on at the time I set aside. But I'm doing it now because the opportunity presented itself. Now, I look tired. I could have went in, took a shower, and just crashed, got into bed. But no, the opportunity presented itself, and I took it. And that's what we all have to do. Yes, things will happen in our days. Things will happen that will make us just want to give up on the day. Like, oh, I'm done with this day. But don't be done with the day. Be done with the day when you've checked the most important block. When you've checked that most important block off your list, then be done with the day. But stop being done with the day prematurely. Stop being done with the day too early, y'all. Because it a lot of times there's plenty of day left for us to make use of that we let go to waste because we're done with the day. Okay? But that's really all I have for y'all tonight. I know it's been chaotic in our lives, but keep going. Keep making time. And just realize this. If it's super chaotic in your life, if everything has ramped up, just know that yes, you do have a bigger, far more bigger purpose on your life and calling on your life than you realize. And the devil just doesn't want you to make it there. He doesn't want you to get to that level. But you have to get to that level. Okay? Get to that level. Work on your affirmations. Keep doing them and keep pursuing your goals, y'all. Keep setting these goals each day and keep working on them. Okay? If you found this video of value, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And send it to someone that you think could benefit. Send it to someone that you know is not living up to their full potential, that you know is just doing the bare minimum in life. Send it to someone. Wake them up, y'all. Okay? Now, excuse the lighting for this video. Excuse, the tiredness, but it is what it is. I pushed it through and I got this video out. All right. I'll come back with another video tomorrow. Y'all have a good night and keep grinding.